All right, Shalom. First and foremost, gonna give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Peace, salutations to the men desiring pushing this truth. All right, and Shalom to the elect. All right, just finna get into this quick lesson. All right, I'm gonna play this little clip that the brother posted. The elder brother posted. The title is or the top. Salaki. The the page is called Yahweh Shai is coming back. You see it right there. All right. And the title is Humanity 2.0. All right. Because what? The so-called white man, all right, is about to, bring in his NWO, his New World Order. All right. And what's going to be the main part of that? The microchip. All right. So I just want to play this little clip, and just go, hit a couple precepts and Lord willing, this is edifying.
Baby is born. The doctor doesn't hand the child to the mother. Instead, a mandatory microchip injection. No choice, no consent, no exceptions. The baby receives a number before a name. Welcome to Humanity 2.0. The government calls it progress. It's for safety, for convenience, for the children. Your child goes missing? They find them instantly. Medical emergency? Doctors have your full health history immediately. Need to pay for something? Just wave your hand. No wallet, no phone, no hassle. It sounds amazing, futuristic, safe. Then you realize what you actually gave up. The chip tracks your location. Always. Every second, forever. Where you work, where you shop, where you sleep. Who you meet, how long you stay. The government knows. Your employer knows. Your insurance company knows. Call in sick, but your chip shows you're at the beach? Fired. Tell your spouse you're working late, but you're at someone else's house? Caught. Attend a protest? Every attendee is automatically logged. Privacy isn't just dead. It never existed for you. You were born tagged. You can't turn it off, can't remove it, can't hide. You're a walking GPS signal from birth to death. But the chip doesn't just track location. It monitors your body, heart rate, blood pressure, stress levels, sleep patterns, what you eat, what you drink. Your insurance company watches it all. Ate fast food 3 times this week? Premium increased. Stress levels high? High-risk patient. Coverage reduced. Your employer monitors your chip. Not productive between 2 and 3 p.m.? Employee efficiency issue detected. Dating apps use your chip data. 79% biological compatibility, 12% stress match. Not recommended. Banks deny you loans based on your biometrics. Heart rate variability suggest financial instability risk. Your body isn't yours anymore. It's a data stream, a product, a commodity. The chip evolves. Now it calculates your social compatibility score. Low score? You can't enter certain neighborhoods, can't get certain jobs, can't access certain services. Meet with the wrong people? Score drops. Visit the wrong websites? Flagged. Your parents' behavior affects your score. Born to low-score parents? You start at a disadvantage. Schools separate children by scores. High-score kids get better education. Low-score kids get warehoused. You're not living anymore. You're performing, constantly optimizing your score just to exist. A journalist writes something critical. Her chip gets deactivated. She can't buy food, can't enter buildings, can't access transportation. She's economically and socially erased. Protesters gather. With one
All right. So you see, this is what the so-called white man wants to do. All right. And this is what's about to happen. All right. Here, Habakkuk 2 and verse start at 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what shall I answer when I am reproved. All right. And the prophets say, we're on the watchtower. All right. we're letting you know things that's about to happen, because what a prophet or Salakia, a man that's on the watchtower, they're supposed to warn you of, if danger is about to happen. All right. And we're letting you know that, hey, this so-called white man, he's about to make this mandatory. All right. And guess what? This mandatory chip is a problem with the Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The Lord commands us not to take it, you know, as I'm gonna get, in the book of Revelations. So we're letting you know, hey, get right with Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right. Because you see, hey, this so-called devil, this so-called white man wants total he wants complete what's the word? Complete control of your life. He wants to be like Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right. That's why he's making this thing. All right, that's why he's gonna make this thing mandatory. So he can, you know, govern your whole life. All right. Verse 2, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. All right. So yeah, the prophecies, all right, we're breaking it down. The microchip is part of the prophecies, all right? And we're what? Breaking it down to where what you can understand it and what get right with Yahweh Shem Shah. Get your mind ready for these days to come. You know, because these is about to be some evil days. All right. Verse 3: For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. All right. So this is going to happen. Because it's written in the books. All right. Just because it ain't happening, as soon as we say it, don't mean it's not going to happen. All right. It's going to happen. This is going to be mandated soon. All right. Verse 4: Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. All right. So his soul, all right, going into the Hebrew word soul, going into the Hebrew word napash, going into his inner being. All right. So the so-called white man's, he's just totally unrighteous. All right. It's an unrighteous, thing that this man wants to do. All right, putting this micro chip in you. It's totally against the scriptures. But what it say? But the just shall live by faith. All right. In these times, we're gonna have to live by faith. All right, because we're not gonna take the micro chip. All right. So that means we're not gonna be able to participate in society. All right. But guess what? The Lord is gonna provide for us. All right, in every way. All right. That's what the elect is gonna believe. All right. Here, Revelations chapter 13. um 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right. And you seen it in that video. It didn't matter what. Hey, as soon as you came out the womb, guess what? You getting that chip. All right. And basically in that video, it showed you that it don't matter what what was your what's the word? Shit, Salaki. What your status was. It didn't matter if you was rich. It didn't matter if you was poor. It didn't matter if you was whatever. Guess what? You got to take it. All right. So they can govern your life. All right. So again, it says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right. And you go into that word mark. All right. It's the Greek word charagma. All right. Going into implanted stamp. You know. Uh, And it's a literal thing. It's the microchip. All right, it ain't no philosophy. All right, it ain't a white woman. It ain't whatever these other false prophets say. All right, it's just it's the microchip. All right. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So see, to be able to participate in society, guess what? You're gonna have to have it. All right. You've seen it. Hey, and even if they could cut your shit off. All right. That's another scary thing about it. You take that boy, guess what? They could cut your shit off, to where you can't participate in society. So a lot of people's gonna be out. It's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of good boys and good girls out here. Making sure they don't slip up. All right. So see, hey, and at the time, in the moment, it's gonna feel like like dang, I need to take it. I can't get my food. I can't do this. I can't do that. You know. But guess what? It's gonna be a punishment for taking it. From Yahweh Shem Shah. Yeah, you might not be able to go in the grocery store, get you some food. You know, food for your family. It might be hard, whatever. But guess what? Some way worse is gonna come, after that. A great punishment from Yahweh Shem Shah. All right. Revelations 14 and verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Shem Shah, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So see, if you take this boy, if you take that microchip, guess what? You're gonna be left here in Babylon the Great, aka America, to basically eat a missile, because 200 million missiles, nuclear missiles are gonna be sent over here, by the other nations, all right, by Russia, all right, China, all right, Iran, all right. They're all gonna shoot their missiles over here, all right. The EU, all right. They're all gonna shoot their missiles over here, all right, to destroy Babylon the Great, aka America. And if you take this boy, you're gonna be left over here, you know, and you're gonna be burning, all right, all because you took the microchip, all right. So it's not a thing of, uh, yeah, yeah, it might seem like it's a good thing, but hey, it ain't a good thing, all right. So hey, here, let me get something else. I'm gonna end it off with this one. Sirach 2 in verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. All right. And we, you know, we're serving the Lord. All right. And guess what? This is gonna be a time of temptation. All right. It's gonna be tempting the fuck out of our souls. All right. Because what? We ain't got the convenience that these other people have. All right. Life is gonna be hard. Hey, we're gonna be uncomfortable. But what? Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. So see, we gotta constantly endure. We're gonna have to constantly endure in these times. All right. And guess what? Believe in the scriptures. All right. Because what? Elijah, you know, in the time of Elijah, what? He was being persecuted by damn, what was her name? Shit. Salaki. I forgot her name, but it was he was being persecuted. He was on the run. All right. And he was like, he sat down to take a break or something. And, he told the Lord, like, Lord, I'm finished, just take me up, let me, be with you basically. Basically he wanted to die. All right. But what, he took a nap, and then next thing you know, it was a hot meal next to him, you know? It was a a hot meal prepared for him right next to him, you know. So that's the miracles that we're gonna, we gotta remember and expect from Yahweh Shem Shai in these times. All right. Verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So see, this is gonna, hey, and see, these times is gonna prove us, all right? These days is gonna prove us to see if we're really about Yahweh Shem Shah. All right, because hey, niggas that's not about Yahweh Shem Shah truly and sincere, hey, they're gonna take that microchip. All right, they're gonna put their flesh before Yahweh Shem Shah. And we can't do that. We just gotta believe in him, constantly call on his name. All right, and guess what? He's gonna deliver us. He's gonna have to try us, of course. We might have to go a couple days without eating. You know, that's why the scriptures talk about fasting. All right. Yahweh Shah said his believers will be fasting, when he's not with them, you know, because they ain't shit. A 1 day fast for me, that ain't shit for me now. It's like, you know, so just practice fasting, because as the scriptures say here, actually it says right here, Sirach 2 and verse 17, they that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts. All right. So if you fear the Lord, what? You're gonna prepare your mind for these days to come. All right. Because hey, prepare your mind not to eat, every day. Prepare your mind not to eat in a couple of days. All right. And because all we gonna have is Yahweh Shem Shah. All we do have is Yahweh Shem Shah. All right. So yeah, that was pretty much it. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm gonna give all glory and praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders, great millstone. Peace, citations to the men that's out here pushing this truth. All right, shalom to the lake, shalom.